The second you start with the process of thinking that I'm forcing myself to do it, you're
Okay.
automatically gonna be like more prone to giving up.
Linking on my brain.
Kick it.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the Money Session podcast. I'm Netflix Don,
I'm on the Orion underscore new style.
and our drummer is.
Make nasty. So we nasty. Join us on the stage as we welcome a new guest whenever he feels like it.
All right.
So Mark,
What's going on?
kick it off for them kids.
All right. Today's topic is the spring break.
True, true.
So we're gonna talk about spring break because I don't have any topic for spring break besides
Spring break.
enjoying spring break.
So spring break already started. How'd you get your spring break start?
Uh, how I got my spring break start. I finished all my assignments for next week. So when I get back, I know I had fun, but I did get my work done too. You know. How's your spring break? What's your idea of spring break?
Let's see. Spring break. I started my spring break by finishing all the work that I was due on that Friday, and then after that, I got lit.
On that Friday?
Yeah.
What that mean? Wasn't it due then? That doesn't have nothing to do with spring break.
Yeah. Okay. Technically, okay. To me, my spring break started the second I finished class and all my homeworks are done. So after that, that is spring break for me because there is no school until that Monday. So I started out my spring break by finishing all my homework on Friday midday, and then Friday night kicked it off with a bang,
What's a bang?
bang, a lit party, gals around, a
No,
little,
that's a better definition.
a little bit of everything, just enjoying the night, man,
Oh,
enjoying the
that's
night,
good. That's good. How was the party?
bruh. Don't the only way to explain it is you had to be there. Gals everywhere. The place was lit. The DJ was throwing some curveball there and once, but overall, my boy had that place banging. Everybody hands in the air. Everybody waist was whining. Fun time all around.
All right.
You make nasty? What you
Hey,
been doing?
welcome to the table, man.
Yeah, babe.
Also, there's a slight rule of no phone being used. You can have it showing, but you can't use it.
Yeah, babe, I'd go.
Cool, cool. So, what's your spring break looking like?
Well, for spring break so far, I've just been, working, doing school stuff, Haven't really been going out, I'm a good guy. So, just reading my books,
So your
in my
spring,
Bible.
so your spring break
things like
hasn't
that.
started yet, eh?
No, my spring break has not started yet. And I will not
Damn.
be indulging in drinking of any alcoholic beverages this spring break. Trying to keep a level headed and get my schoolwork done.
Hey, that's
Ooh.
good, bro. That's good.
Something I cannot say for everybody else, because everybody else gonna be they're gonna be enjoying their spring break in a whole different way. So even we have two different
Oh, sorry, one thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, a few rules.
different rules.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
You don't know what to say.
yeah.
Now I don't know what to say. Yes, for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. I'm just trying to figure out if my reaction is justified before I do it. But let's not linger on anything negative since this is spring break, and the whole point of spring break is to be away from negative things. Things that bring you down. Anything that comes in your brain that is not positively impacting your mood, push it to the side.
I guess. So how you gonna do that?
Me?
Yeah.
Let's see. I have a very simple philosophy of that. Just ignore it.
Ignore it.
Yes, as simple as that.
But couldn't you do that throughout the rest of the semester or the year or whatever?
Sadly, while I can, it was gonna have quite a negative impact on my life. Cause during spring break, I'm gonna ignore every single email I get, every single school email I get. If you contact me during spring break and it's not about fun, I ain't responding. So I can't really do that the rest of the year. Cause I have responsibilities I gotta live up to.
Okay, well, fair enough.
You?
For me, spring break, I don't know. I'm just trying to have fun because it's been a stressful semester. Uh, yeah, time closing on me. Gotta do better. You know.
What about you, my good sir?
Honestly, don't know what you're talking about right now.
I know. That's
Yeah,
why I asked you.
we sort of realize that. That's why we're trying to get you in the conversation.
Yes. So, what's your idea of spring break? How do you live it up? How you do it? You said you ain't gonna be drinking, no partying. You're gonna be doing
Oh
your
no,
schoolwork
I
and
just
stuff.
find it as like my time. It's time for me to like slow down, get back where I want to be. Not really, like having to worry about like trying to get assignments to this time, that time, like just stuff like that.
I heard you
So you
mention.
trying to get everything out the way before you.
I mean, I really like for the most part, like things that I could get out of the way already out the way. I got like papers and stuff to write, but I mean, I can't just write a paper in a night, like a good paper to
In
get
one night.
published or something.
I get you. I get what you
Yeah.
mean. So you said it stuck out to me that you said that there's a place you wanna be. Where's that?
It's more so like a mental thing.
A mental thing?
Yeah, so it isn't really like
I
I want to
feel-
be in China or like Brazil or something like that. It's a mental thing. I just want to be
I don't think anybody wanna be in China right now.
like no matter how far I get, I always feel behind in my mind.
Oh, I see what you mean.
That's a big Sean lyric.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah, but no, that describes me like 100%.
No matter how
So,
far
yeah.
you are, you always feel like you're behind.
Yeah,
So, are you chasing a person or the ideal self of you?
I'm chasing nobody. I mean, to me, I just like it's like I chasing myself.
Like the
I-
better version of you, like you could always be.
Yeah, it's like I already have goals and ideas that I want to happen in 2020. New decade.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't just gonna happen if I just sitting around.
That is true.
That is true. That's why, just like we said, watch our first video, how to get the money. It's important. But money isn't everything, so you gotta take care of yourself. Just like I said, just because on the other one said 48 hours, no, test it. You know, all that you have to take under consideration.
I understand that. And I feel like there's a little misconception about the idea of chasing the money, because even though we're telling them they have to chase it, they have to be consistent about it. A lot of that built on what he said, that you need the right habits, you need to be doing the right things, right?
Yeah.
And you need the right goals set in stone for you to go about it. So I thought today we could go in a little bit into that. So how do you go about setting your goals, and how do you go about pursuing them and reaching them, and making sure you don't burn out? Because burnout is something a lot of people face. I've faced it, and I'm sure one of you guys might have faced it in the past. So how do you guys go about that without burnout and falling behind and just quitting?
Uh, for me, it's like I get myself organized, like to the various level, like from the bottom to the top. Like every step I'm gonna take and stuff like that, and I just go for it.
So you plan everything from the bottom up,
Yeah,
making sure everything is in line.
yeah, and just go for it.
And what if somebody or something or life happened and it wrenches through into that plan? What do you do then?
There's always expectation. Like it's gonna go. It's sometimes not gonna go your way, so you have to be prepared for that.
Oh, so you just
It's like a training for your mental or whatever, mental training or whatever.
so you plan
So
to
you
adapt
don't
and
really
continue.
know. Yeah, you don't really know what's coming, so you just prepare yourself.
Okay. What about you, Troy?
Well, like for me personally, like I get told this all the time, and like I also like notice it about myself, but like I am probably like I think more far ahead than the average like 20-year-old, in the sense that like me and you probably sitting side by side, and y'all may be thinking about like what's gonna happen after you graduate, or like what's gonna happen when you like 30, what you wanna happen by the time you 30. Whereas I like past that, like I already like think about those stuff. I thinking now about like what I gonna put in place when I have children, when I have grandchildren. So like I just like sit down, and like I have this thing where like if I sit down and I put my mind to it, it's like gonna happen. Like it's no question, it's gonna happen. There might be some hiccups in the ride, but it's gonna happen.
So I feel like what you're saying is you're putting both the idea of positive thinking and planning in the same boat to get to your objective, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I personally, I'm probably the worst out of these two in planning and goals, cause while I'm very good at like writing them down and sticking to them, eventually at some point I just either get tired of doing it and stop or burn out. So how I go about doing things I need to do is kind of a day to day basis. I just plan ahead. I just plan ahead. Like if something is due to do like a week from today, and I know I need to have it done by that week, I usually just like create a fake deadline that I know of, and then take it out of my mind. Which is why a lot of time I say that I willfully ignore things because I just if I don't remember it and I think this is the deadline, when I see the deadline right in front of me, I'll be going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, chasing it, and getting it done. And then after I'm done, I'll realize, oh crap, it's not done until the next 2 weeks, but it's already done. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have to do it anymore. And then that way, I'm usually, in most cases, not too far behind my goals, and I'm usually in the right place. Sometimes I feel like doing that, and when I do that, it usually works for me.
Well, okay. Like, I feel like all of us, like, well, mostly you two, like, y'all describe, like, things that y'all try to do. But, like, I'm, like, at least 80% sure you don't do that with all your assignments.
Or my assignments,
Yeah.
I feel sometimes doing that with my assignments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, you gotta, like, be realistic with it at the same time. Let's, like, you just gotta know your weaknesses and know how to work on them. Like, you mentioned that you aren't good at planning, and
No, I can plan. I just like find it tedious, and I usually stop planning at some point. So like I might do it for a whole month, and then I burn out and I stop. Like for the month of January, I started out doing great, and then by February, I was dead tired of it all.
go buy my new album on SoundCloud, though.
For real?
Nah, I just can't.
I was gonna say I didn't know you rap,
Nah.
but like for real though, like by February, I was dead tired of it, and I stopped planning. And the same thing happened last semester. Also, I started out really productive, and then by the fifth week, going after my midterms, I got very complacent and tired of everything, and then it just started going south.
Well, if you want success, you gotta stay on your grind. You can't be part time. You gotta be a full time worker and all that.
My problem with this, why y'all
Half of my goal is to become a rapper,
after you go? What's the other?
to be successful at it.
That's a good
Oh my
goal.
god. Let's see. As I was saying, like I feel like when people all keep talk about the grind, the grind, the grind. I think it's been at this point it's been ingrained in me that the grind is you always working 100 like 24/7, and I feel like that is wrong. And even though I've learned that's wrong, I feel like I'm already trapped in it. I'm trying to get myself out of like that whole grinding aspect of life that people have been putting in you.
The grind is different for everybody. What you grinding for?
No. It's not what you're grinding for. Is how you're going about doing the grind. That's the problem.
Well, different grind require different strategy.
Okay, true. Like, I was gonna say something stupid, but like, um, the the grind is the same no matter what. Whether you're going for grinding in school to get it like that all A 4.0 GPA, or grinding in life to get that promotion, the grind is the same. You do what you need to do. You do it on time, and you do it. But I feel like when people talk about the process of the grinding, they're like, oh, you have to wake up at 6 in the morning. You gotta set this. You gotta do that. You gotta do that. And like I feel like people who try to grind
Well,
usually end up either like it's like a trial by fire. When I feel like that's not what it's supposed to be.
well,
It's
the
supposed to
thing
be.
is, what worked for me might not work for you. So you have to find out what worked for you.
That is true, but like
That is true.
that is true, but like at the same time, you have to acknowledge that the process that is embedded, the default idea is wrong. The same amount of food I eat is different from you. The way I go to the gym is different from you. But the overall idea is when people talk about going to the gym, and they usually talk about being a gym head like 7 days a week, 5 hours in there and stuff like that.
No, that depends on your goal.
That's usually the process people go about talking about though.
No, it's really depend on your goal. What's the reason you're going to the gym for?
I think we're talking about two different things.
No, I'm just saying, like,
I'm talking about the process that is told about it, not the process
the
of doing
process
it.
is going to the gym, and then once you get to the gym, you figure out what you wanna do.
You see,
Or you wanna be a bodybuilder, just go consistently for more hours than most. You know, you gotta put more work than most. If you wanna be a bodybuilder, you can just go and there for like 20 seconds, just work out. Think, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a bodybuilder.
yeah, true. But the thing is, you have to acknowledge the hardest part of going to the gym is the going there itself. And the way people establish going to the gym is you have to be going there 7 days a week or something like that. Or
At the end of the day, you always come down to what is your goal, what is it you want. You know, because if you wanna be a bodybuilder, then you have to force yourself to go to the gym and like put the hours
you
in.
shouldn't be forcing yourself to do anything. If you have to
But
force,
that's what you want, and
No,
that's the
if you-
requirement of it.
I don't care if you want something. If you think you're forcing yourself to do something, you shouldn't be doing it. Because like think about this, the second you start with the process of thinking that I'm forcing myself to do it,
Okay.
you're automatically gonna be like more prone to giving up.
Okay, you want to be successful. How do you go about it? Do you just sit on your ass and be like, I want to be successful, and it's going to happen? Or do you go forward? Do you go to work and be successful?
But you don't force yourself to go to do the work. You find a reason to do work. You find a push, a drive for it, not forcing yourself to do it.
Yeah, the reason
Forcing
is
it-
you want to be
forcing
successful.
Forcing stuff is a slave mentality.
I see what both of you are saying. I don't know why I keep doing this. It just feels fun to do. But yeah, I see what both of you are saying. I think y'all just like basically agreeing, but like y'all have like this small gap of like, y'all just confused. But carry on.
No, I'm not. I'm not
Like,
confused.
Okay, I get what you're saying. You basically saying like when you chasing success, it shouldn't be like because it's like just a general stigma of life that you just supposed to be successful at the end of life. Like if you want to work at McDonald's, you should work at McDonald's. You shouldn't like force yourself to go beyond something you don't want to do just to like
To live up to an
yeah,
ideal.
to live up to like life constraints. Mark, on the other hand, trying to say something more so at the extent that if you want to be successful, you gotta do that. So I think y'all just meshing at this point like happiness and success. Like you trying to say you should find success in being happy, and Mark saying you should find success in working hard, basically.
Thanks. We needed you. That argument would have been going on for a long time now.
No. Like I was trying to get you to understand. Like we're talking about two different things, but you weren't. That's my only thing.
Got a better picture, bro.
Paint a better picture. You said the thing is the thing about I like about pictures and art is two people can be looking at the same thing and see different things, and the whole point of conversations and stuff like that is to get those 2 points to interact with each other and come to a consensus of what the world is. Because I see this, I like when I look at this, I see a lot of different shade of black behind us, but I would if somebody asked me what is behind me, I would say a black curtain. See what I mean? That is the consensus, and like I said, I think that's where our opinion are diverging, and the thing is they're diverging a little bit, but because we're so extreme on which side how far we're going down the line, that they end up being two different things, and we think they're two different whole ideas.
I see what you mean. Alright. Any other feedback, opinion, or something else?
We're talking about goals and creating them, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
And no, I will not display some of my goal on cameras.
Yes, we're quite aware. You're quite secretive for a person.
Thanks.
So, Mike, since you're so secretive about your goals and stuff,
And my life.
what do you want to disclose to the public?
Whatever you see is what I don't have to hide.
Because you see, the thing is, if you think about it, Google know everything about you.
Google think they know everything about me, but here's the challenge. Find out there's more.
More, the only thing Google don't know about you is the thing that's in your head that you haven't spewed out already.
Exactly. Can't get in my head. I only tell Google what I want Google to know.
You know your
Yeah.
Troy, please.
I ain't got to ask, I know my mama proud of me. And my nigga, we was thugging, we was doing robberies. You ain't got to ask if it's on me, it's on side. Every time that a young nigga ride.
I don't know. I feel the same way.
Millions of people. One day.
Millions of people is dying. They're gonna die one day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whew.
Oh, okay.
Y'all ever see like when the Kool-Aid man just bursts open the door? Like he just jumped through a wall and he's like,
oh yeah.